Hey guys, welcome back to another video of comic showcases. I didn't have the name for the first one until after I created it. I didn't know what to call it, but now this series will be called Comic Showcase. And in this episode, we are looking at Mera, Queen of Atlantis, at last, the return of Ocean Master. Yeah, and before we start, I like to look at who's writing the books and who's drawing the books. Usually they have it at the last page. I guess this one. I guess this one doesn't. Here we go. Let's see. Dan Abnett is the writer, and we got Lan Medina the pencils, and Norm Ratmoon as the inks. All right, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing any of those names, but yeah. So if you watched my last episode, you saw that we were looking at number 2 of the Terrifics. Now we're looking at this one. Now, and as I explained in that video, my showcases are only for the books I really enjoyed the most or the books I really hated. And let's just go through this one and you'll find out how I actually feel about this book. This is issue 2. Now, it's only a 6-issue miniseries, which I kind of hate because I like Mera as a character, and I kind of wish they would just give her her own ongoing series, you know, that's next to the Aquaman series. I mean, I like Mera, and it's great that Mera has her own book. There's no reason to take away her book. 6 issues, not enough. Let's keep it going after the 6 issues. You can look at the artwork. It's not bad. You know, I don't know if it's as classic looking as the Terrifics, but you know, it does the job. Now, this is Tommy. He's the Ocean Master's son, and this is his wife. You know, since the Ocean Master has been pretty much exiled from the ocean, he's been living on land, and at first, while it was a punishment, he fell in love and created a family. But as this boy finds out, his dad left, and we'll find out where he went. Obviously, it shows here Mera and Aquaman like frolicking in the ocean. Aquaman looks a little I don't want to say the word, but I'll say not fully manly, but I guess how can you when you're swimming? I don't know. Obviously they're kissing, but then you find out she can't breathe and she's like slowly falling down into the abyss and she's gonna pretty much drown. Now what this is pretty much is basically just a dream. Now if you don't know, Mera is still weakened and she doesn't have all her powers in check. Like her powers are fluctuating. Like at moments she can control them and do all her abilities, and at others they fail her, and she's almost like a normal person who lives on land. So yeah, it's very back and forth with Mera. But when she wakes up, Tula tells her, she says, he was here, right here. He said to come find you. She's like, who? She's like, see for yourself. And it's Ocean Master, her half brother. Obviously, they start talking. Sorry, I can't move the book down any lower because of the tripod. You know, no, they're talking pretty much like he's saying he came to visit her because he saw her on the TV, and he figures Aquaman is dead. That's why he assumes that Atlantis is left without a ruler. And you know, he's just saying, well, it's his duty to go back and leave his family and go rule Atlantis. And Mera's telling him, you don't have to do that. And he's like, I have to, pretty much. You know, the artwork still looks, really nice. I love how Mera looks. You know, she's trying to keep him calm because she knows what kind of a hothead he can be. And it's like, you don't want to really get him angry here. You know, and he's just keeps on talking about, you know, how Atlantis needs monarchy, and without Aquaman there, someone has to do it, and why not have it be him, you know? He says, it's in turmoil. It has no monarch to save it. And Mera's just like, yes, it does. And she goes, I am Queen of Atlantis. And he's just like, that triggers him. He's triggered, and he's like, no, by whose authority, woman? You're not even Atlantean. And she's like, perhaps, but I was chosen and named queen in exile according to tradition. And all this just really pisses him off. And he's just like, no. And she's like, Orm, just like a PC gamer to a console gamer, he tells her, "Get your peasant hands off of me."
Bunko! It's bingo! Get your hands off me, woman!
And he just smacks Mera like across the, I guess the space, and she hits the water, and obviously when she gets down there, she's starting to drown. She's having a hard time breathing. Her powers they fluctuate, but luckily she's able to control them real quick. Jumps out and just says, "I think it's tragic we can't ever talk without it becoming a fight. I was patient with your courteous. How dare you strike the queen?" And she's bitch smacks him. I was like, oh shit. That's why I love Mera. She's a strong, beautiful female, and it's like for some reason this day and age people think it's wrong to have women be powerful, be flawed, and still be beautiful. It's like they don't want this. Like they don't want this in comics no more. They think all girls should look like men and be absolutely perfect and have no flaws. And it's like, it's not an interesting character. And for a guy to look at a girl that looks like a man, it's like, it's not appealing. And it's not being sexist. They do it with men too. They know women don't want to look at these characters all fat and out of shape and ugly. So they make them like godlike creatures. Like they're all buff and they're proportioned correctly. They have big jaws. You know, no, they look like very handsome men. It's not sexist to do this. This is not reality. It's a fantasy. And what comics do, same as games or movies, is supposed to take you out of reality. And I hate how much people just try to force their perceived reality in these books. And luckily luckily Mera is not doing that. Mera is still awesome. She's still kick-ass. Obviously she has some problems with her being weakened still. She can't control her powers, but she's still fucking hot as hell. That's all you need. All you need. Now Tula jumps in. She sees Mera can't control her powers, and she's trying to smack Ocean Master and telling him, "Leave her alone, she's hurt." He's like, "Unhand me, dear sister. What do you mean she's hurt?" And Mera just like, "Bitch, it's temporary." Boom! Smacks his ass. And she's like, "Oh God, stop it, both of you." Like she doesn't want them fighting. You know, it's just a back and forth slugfest. She's hitting him, he's hitting her, and you know she's having a hard time because her powers are still not fully there. But she still gets some. She's still getting some pretty good blows on him, and she's fucking him up for the most part. And then she tells him something that really triggers him. "I forbid you to get involved." And he's like, "You forbid me?" And obviously that pisses him off, and he's like, "You are nothing. I am Ocean Master." And he just like brings out a huge tidal wave and just takes her away. Obviously Tula comes in to help her. And the last part we see here, he's like, he's had enough of this. He's saying he's gonna save Atlantis, and Mera's still hurt and she can't do much, and he's just like, "I'm gonna fucking fuck her up." And he's like, "The oldest enemy of Atlantis will not win through such subterfuge. It's time I ended this once and for all." And he's about to plunge his trident into Mera, and all of a sudden he sees Dad, and it's his son Tommy. He's like, "Dad, what are you doing?" He's all, "Tommy," and he goes, "Next, the enemy of my enemy." And yeah, Mera, Queen of Atlantis. It's a really enjoyable book. Like I said, it's a shame that it's only 6 issues long. So I'm gonna hate when it's over because I'm enjoying buying the Mera books. So far, it's only number 2, but I'm enjoying it. And again, the artwork, I gotta commend Lan Medina's artwork. It's beautiful. It's great. Now, it's not as classic looking, like as I said, the Terrifics look, but it gets the job done. And there's nothing at Marvel that even comes close to this type of artwork. Nothing. They put no detail in their artwork. Everything they do is flat looking, and that sucks. Or it's very cartoony. I love this style of artwork, and this is one reason why I'm gravitating to DC more. Not only because I like a lot of their characters more, but their artwork is just so nice. And look, Mera still looks like a woman. She's beautiful. But as you see, she's not perfect. She's hurt right now. So she's flawed in that aspect. There's nothing wrong with having a strong female who's flawed, who looks like a beautiful woman. Nothing wrong with it. But don't tell that to Marvel, because Marvel will be like, no, let's shave the side of her head, let's give her a breast reduction, and let's make her personality unlikable. That's what Marvel thinks guys want with comic book females, and they wonder why their sales look pathetic even to DC, and it's just like, But overall, I'm liking the story, and I'm not sure how people felt about the first issue. I enjoyed the first issue. Maybe some didn't like it. So I saw some say maybe this should have been the first issue, starting with the story off here. I didn't mind the first issue. I enjoyed it because I like Mera. So, yeah, and this book is possibly even better than the first issue. And I'm hoping the third one's better and the fourth is better and so on. And yeah, I give credit to where credit's due, which is why I'm showcasing this book. It's a great book. It's a shame it's only 6 issues. DC, if you're watching these videos or other people talking about this book, give Mera her own series. I mean, you got Batgirl with her own series, and Batgirl's been fucking crap. I mean, I much rather see a series with Mera than Batgirl. So, come on, she deserves more than 6 issues miniseries. Now, I understand why they're doing this now, Mera and Aquaman, because they got to get ready for the Aquaman film. But come on, let's get more hyped by giving her more than six issues. Let's give her her own series. I will read that series as long as you keep the story good, the artwork great. I'll be on that series. Like, I don't know, I'll be on it because I'll definitely be wanting to read it. Mera is one of my favorite characters. And it's weird to think about that, right? How someone like Mera is my favorite character, but she's just so awesome. So, yeah, okay, that's it for today's showcase of Mera, Queen of Atlantis, number 2. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's any other books you think I should showcase that you think are the worst, or maybe I thought was the best, let me know. Because I'm still reading my stack of books here, and I haven't gone through all of them. Some of them I've gone through already, which I won't do a video on because I don't think they're that amazing enough to be showcased, or even that bad to be showcased. But yeah, thank you for watching. Said if you liked the video, give the video a like and share with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I try to get the video out there. I know I'm trying to help the comic community by showing the good books. Now, while other YouTubers like to talk about the more political side of the comic industry, I'm trying to make sure this channel does not go down that path. I don't want to be political. I don't want to talk about politics. And I don't really want to be insulting creators. Even though some of these creators are assholes and they're blocking me on Twitter just because I follow specific people, I don't want to go down that route. I don't want to be fighting with people on Twitter. And it's just like, I just want to show the good part of the comics. I want to show what's making comics fun. Why comics is awesome. That's what I'm trying to show. So this is what more of this showcase is actually about. Showcasing the best books, or maybe showcasing the worst books, to show these companies don't make books like these. You don't want to be doing these kind of books. But these, yes, you want to do these. Also, I also have a Twitter account, and I do more talking there about other comics and other stuff there in games, whatever. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, please go ahead. I'll put the link in the description. And I should always be doing that, but I constantly forget to put it in there. But I'm going to start putting my Twitter account in the link. So if you want to follow me there, go ahead. I can talk to you much easier there than I can on YouTube probably either. But if you want to see more, if you like, also don't be afraid to leave me comments. I'm trying to answer every comment I get, unless they're really being an asshole. But I usually try to talk to every person that comments. So yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe out there. I hope you guys are buying the best comics. I hope you guys are enjoying them. And yeah, and until next time, stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.